Hello, this is Chris with Kunze Analytics. Thanks for watching this video. Well, we've begun Labor Day weekend in the United States, and I wanted to record a quick video about labor and labor analysis. So I've got on the screen today a typical data set for a group of salespeople, and in my last video we talked about sales engineers, a very important position in most companies. And here on the table we see a group. Actually this data set has 45 salespeople. They've been matched to an assessment, and there's a fit score, a job fit score that's generated. Then we know their tenure and their position, as well as the annual gross revenue that each of them are able to sell and bring into the company. And then there's a more of a type of subjective annual performance appraisal, performance evaluation score on a 5-point system. So how does Kunze Analytics make sense of all these data? What we do is we first look at the correlation. So the correlation between the assessment job fit score, that number that comes out of software, you're using different types of assessments, and we want to understand the relationships. So we see that it correlates perfectly with itself. It also correlates with tenure in days, annual gross revenue, and that performance evaluation score that we just saw. Now, there are different levels or grades of correlation, and we have yellow being the highest grade. That's with annual gross revenue, which is great, but we have different colors for tenure in days and performance evaluation because the magnitude of those correlations are not as high as with gross annual revenue. And the U.S. Department of Labor gives us an interpretation key. The yellow range is very beneficial, and that actually allows us to do some forecasting, some estimation with forecast formulas and deploy HR analytics, whereas the other correlations are in the likely to be useful range. They're good for understanding and knowledge, but we really shouldn't forecast with those. So what we end up doing is building a prediction equation for that annual gross revenue. And we are going to have basically the equation for a straight line, the intercept plus our fit score from a candidate who might take the assessment and be considered for the position, then the coefficient for job fit. And this allows us to estimate or forecast the trend line for fit score, the assessment fit score. The average score for this group of 45 salespeople is assessment score of 70%. So the average annual gross revenue is around 1.6 million. And you can see as fit score goes up, so too does estimated gross revenue annually. And as fit score goes down, there's a linear relationship. Actually, then so too does fit score. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone is hired with a particular assessment score is going to attain this, but this is trend line analysis. And so when we roll everything up, those that are actually top performers in bringing in gross revenue, statistically above average, there are 7 of them. You can see that they have a higher average fit score. They also have the highest average tenure in the position, and they have the highest average performance evaluation. And so it's all about understanding the data, making sure that the assessment that you're deploying is predictive of higher tenure, higher revenue, and higher behaviors that you want in your company. That would be the performance evaluation score. So thanks for watching this video. Kunze Analytics predicts performance through assessments. We help you decide with data.